Have you ever felt like the world was crashing down on you after a failure? Have you ever thought that, despite your efforts, that dream you were chasing seemed to vanish into thin air, leaving you with a heavy heart and the feeling that you weren't enough? Believe me, you're not alone. Failure is part of life, and none of us are exempt from it. But today, I want to tell you something that will change your perspective. Every mistake you make is a lesson, and every failure is just a step toward the success you're seeking. Have you ever thought that failure is not the end, but a launching pad? What truly matters is not falling, but how you rise and what you learn from that fall. Today, I want to show you how to turn every mistake into an opportunity for growth, how to use failure as an ally and not as an enemy. The first thing you need to do is accept that failure is a natural part of the growth process. Often, when we fail, we feel defeated, like we haven't done enough, like we've let ourselves or others down. But if you really want to grow, the first thing you need to do is embrace failure, not fight it. Instead of hiding or avoiding mistakes, look inside yourself and ask, what can I learn from this? What is the lesson I need to take with me? Every mistake, every obstacle you encounter, offers you an opportunity to become stronger. It's not about running away from failure, but embracing it, because it's through mistakes that we discover our deepest potentials. The second thing you need to do is change the way you view failure. If you see failure as the end, you'll remain stuck in that feeling of helplessness. But if you start seeing it as a necessary step to get where you want to go, then you won't be afraid to try, to risk, to fail. Because failure is not an enemy, it's a strict but fair teacher. Have you ever seen someone who, despite countless obstacles, ultimately succeeded? It's likely that person failed more times than you can imagine. But what made the difference is that they kept learning, getting up, and not giving up. If every time you fall, you ask yourself, what can I learn from this? You'll see that every mistake gets you closer to your goal. The third step is to shift your mindset from failure to opportunity. Every time we fail, we have a choice. We can view the mistake as an insurmountable obstacle, or we can use it as a springboard to jump higher. But how do we make this transformation? The key is to take responsibility for our mistakes and view them as moments of growth. Every time you question your approach and ask, what can I do differently? You're creating an opportunity to improve. Every mistake is a guide, telling you what works and what doesn't. And if you learn to see them as lessons, you'll realize that there is no failure, just an ongoing process of improvement. The fourth step is to set new goals and move forward with determination. After every mistake, we often feel demotivated, as if our dreams are too far or unattainable. But never let failure make you give up. Every time you fall, get up with even more strength and determination. Yes, it's hard. Yes, sometimes it seems like nothing is going right. But it's precisely when the road seems toughest that you have the chance to show yourself how strong you are. Every goal you set may seem impossible, but it's through failure that you'll learn to modify your plan, find alternative solutions, and eventually achieve what once seemed unattainable. There is no perfect road to success, but every step, even the ones that seem like failures, brings you closer to your goal. And the beauty of the journey is that every mistake makes you more aware, more resilient, stronger. The fifth step is learning to forgive yourself. This is perhaps the hardest part. When we fail, we tend to criticize ourselves, judge ourselves, and blame ourselves for every mistake. But if you really want to turn every failure into success, you have to learn to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not being perfect, for not having all the answers, for not doing everything right. Because the truth is, perfection doesn't exist. And the beauty of life is that, through your mistakes, you're always able to learn and grow. If you don't forgive yourself, you'll continue to be stuck in the past and in that failure. But if you learn to let it go, you'll find freedom to move forward. The sixth step is to celebrate every small success. Every step you take, even the smallest one, brings you closer to your goal. Don't wait until you reach the final milestone to celebrate. Every mistake overcome, every lesson learned is a victory, and celebrating these small victories will give you the strength to continue. The path to success is never straight, but it's made of many small stages, and every time you learn, grow, and rise again, it's a reason to celebrate. Every mistake you turn into a lesson is a sign that you're on the right track. In conclusion, failure is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of growth. Every mistake you make is teaching you something. Every misstep is bringing you closer to your destination. Don't fear failure. Don't run away from it. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a springboard to achieve your dreams. Because in the end, success is not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new journey. And every mistake you overcome prepares you to face the next chapter with more wisdom and determination. Write in the comments how you face your failures. What have you learned from the ones you've overcome? You are not alone in this journey. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel for more tips and motivation. See you in the next video. And remember, every mistake is a step towards success.